Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mention. I wanted to come and say hello, wish you a good day. I'm going to speak about something that I will not speak again to. I just felt like I needed to, because there is a lot of celebration about the D-Day, the Liberation Day. And so I'm going to speak about those delicate subject that is the memory and history and the war today. But first, I want to pull a few cards and discuss a few things. For the highest wisdom for us today is finance. For finance is a power of freedom. Money just to help us to. It is not an end in itself. It is just a means by which we achieve freedom in this world. So we want to be grateful that the flow of money, there is plenty of money that comes through us all the time. That we reopen this abundance. We deserve to be abundant. We deserve to be rich, and we deserve to have more than we need, not just what we need. Most people say, I just need what I need. No, you need more than you need. So you can be generous with whatever excess. What we need to understand is wisdom. For wisdom is something that is not exhaustible. We can always discover higher wisdom. It is the mean by which to achieve things. It is the socialization of love. It is how we. It is the highest form of knowledge. What we need to do is forgiveness, for there is a great deal that needs to be forgiven. For we as we forgive, we free ourselves. And so it's the same thing with those wars. We have to achieve forgiveness, but we do not want to. I will go back to that. We need to remember the past in order not to repeat it. And the outcome is the mother, the great mother, the mother spirit, the mother earth. For we want to take care of our mother, our planet, and we want to follow the mother's plan, the divine father, the divine mother, and the divine father that have created this universe. For those who may believe in those things. I've been working through this fasting process. When you fast, it's really hard to operate normally unless you have the habits and you're doing it naturally. Otherwise, it's like but it gives a break to your digestive system, so it is good sometimes to practice that. It is also good. I recommend you do a fast of negative thoughts against yourself, criticism, to let go of, to spend a few days where every time you have any form of criticism, you let it go towards yourself, so you can to do a fast of that, and to achieve the connection between the mental and the soul. And for that, it's about repeating to ourselves stillness, and to make our mind still. As we make our mind still, we are able to allow this connection, and then we observe that how long it takes before thoughts come to distract your mind from this stillness. Just do not criticize yourself for that, but just breathe and bring it back to the stillness. It is something to work with, the training. For Nietzsche, which used to say, whatever does not kill us make us stronger. So we have to accept that whatever we go through, and to understand there is a higher purpose behind all things. For when we move the ground, we have to do it for its own sake. When we plant for its own sake. When we water the plants, we water it for its own sake. When we harvest for its own sake. So each task needs to be done for its own sake without having to look at the result. We have to focus on what you do when you understand the process, and then each step will fulfill itself. Also wanted to say that Alcyon, the great central sun of our local universe, is bringing this cleansing, bringing this new light through the sun. So tune to that, breathe in the light, visualize the light that comes into your body and cleanse it all. And we have accepted to do a lot of clearing for the masses. There are billions of people that are unaware that there is this need for purification, and where we are going as a collective. So as light workers, we have accepted to take some of this burden and clear it up for humanity. For we live in the sandbox of evolution. Everything that we made is made of sand, and everything, civilization are created, and then they come apart, and then new civilizations are created. But what God has created is made of clay. We have this clay vessel that's created by the soul, and even that is temporary, but it's like there is this matrix that God had created, and within the matrix we come with our power of creator, and we can create anything. Hopefully we're going to be able very soon to feel a sense of that creation of a paradise for all on this planet. And so right now there is this an astrological level. I was going to discuss the mythology and astrology, but we'll postpone it. I want to discuss um, this memory for today. For there is Jupiter that is in Sagittarius, that's opposing the Sun in Gemini. For Gemini is always like moving from one thing to another. Is the lower mind, and Sagittarius is the higher mind. And then it's making a square to Neptune in Pisces. So there is this cross, and then on Saturday the Moon is going to move into the Virgo, that will create this grand cross. And so everything will be brought into balance, because the Moon is going to be moving through Leo, which will be a great expansion, but Virgo is going to bring it back into balance. And so I wanted to speak about this D-Day, because in Normandy it's very famous, because there was the débarquement, where there was the Allied forces, essentially the English, the Americans, the Dutch, some French, but it's not the only place that was. It's very famous, and but there was also the débarquement in Provence, in the south of France, when there was the African that contributed to this, and the French, and then the Russian, and the Russian were very, very instrumental in this liberation on the Eastern Front, and I find it completely. Of course, we forgive they were the Chinese and the Russians were the ones that suffered the most from this tyranny of the Nazis, of the Third Reich. They lost more men than all the world combined, and they were not even invited to those ceremonies. Of course, there is this friendship that has been created between France and Germany, and we do want that. We want to have many friends that are Germans, and they're very kind, sweet, understanding of all this darker past, and now they have moved into a much more integrated understanding. That there is nothing more essential than peace. Peace is not a luxury, and peace is more than the absence of war. But we have to stop those wars. For wars was very instrumental in the development of society. In the times of Plato, the soldiers were a caste that was right between the aristocracy and below the aristocracy, but above the artisan, the doctors, the navigators, the artists, all those who contribute to society. The warriors were here to defend the cities, and soldiers are very noble beings. They are very they're very disciplined. They're very they just respond to orders, and now they're realizing that a lot of the new wars that they've been asked to fight are just corporate wars. They're sacrificing their life for corporate profits, and so this is unacceptable. We're going to be able to come into to come into this realization. So America, I'm going to sing a song that's French songs about the American coming to liberate France, but in a sense France also liberated America during the War of Secession against the British. It was Lafayette who sent the troops and was instrumental in assisting America to achieve its independence. So it's like it's a karmic balance that has been happening. And so, personally, I'm Gaullist. Gaullist means Charles de Gaulle was kept aside from this military action, and so he couldn't really. Being Gaullist means to be nationalist, to respect the sovereignty of France, means to be liberal, to free exchange and trade, and to be social, take care of the people. I would add that I have my spiritual aspect beyond the aspect of religion. We need to have this love that connects us, but in France, the Gaullist party is really having a hard time right now between the Macronism and the souverainists, the far right. But I think this will balance itself out. Although this far right has evolved, Spirit has told me it's no longer, when I was young in the 70s, this far right party was a neo-Nazi party. They were just here to create havoc. But now it has reformed itself, and it's more a populist party where it's like trying to find this breakup from Europe. We'll see what happens with that. For we want to create, I think we cannot create, we do not want a European nation. We want a Europe of the nations. And well, personally, I was born in the 60s. I was born in a period of love and peace and love, and the hippie periods. It was wonderful. I never had to fight wars. Although in my past lives, I don't want to go into details, but I was a warrior. We all been warriors in the past. I know in antiquity, I was a conqueror. I conquered the world, and then even more recent incarnation, I was one of the greatest war strategists that ever lived. It was I achieved all victories, all glories, all success. But after this one life, from a soul perspective, I decided never again, because it's created too much suffering, too much war. We have learned from these lessons, and now we have to create a world of peace. Because as the nation develop greater weaponries, the wars become more and more dangerous, and even Mr. Putin was warning the world in relationship to the America wanting to withdraw from the nuclear proliferation, because otherwise we're going to have nuclear weapons that are going to float in space all the time. What are the intentions of the nations that with those nuclear weapons? Do they want to nuke their own people? Do they want to nuke other people? There is absolutely no love in those things. For the Security Council is held together by those powers of those who are officially legally possessing of those nuclear weapons, but those who will be prevented, the Galactics have supervision of all nuclear programs, but eventually we want to convince everybody that we do no longer need any nuclear weapons on the planet. For that is for my mission here is to anchor the sense of peace. There is for the war is really hard because to stop wars, because war is a really big business, and there are billions and trillions of money that are invested into wars. And when we invest in weaponry, so we want to use it so you have your money's worth. But it's really it's a form of tyranny as well. For all those who died in those who came to sacrifice their life for the freedom against the Third Reich, the Nazi Germany were sacrificing their life for freedom and democracy. But then part of my family, my great-grandfather was at Verdun in the First World War. He had to wait, he was 80 years old to receive a decoration, a medal for this. It was really, really hard, this First World War. My grandfather was in the Second World War. So it's like part of my genes. I know we've all suffered from that, but now we evolved, we moved beyond that. And so we want to create a world of peace. And so I just wanted to say that, to come and to speak briefly about that because there is still war going on, but we want to put an end to it. And for that we need to respect ourselves and respect others as much as possible. And here we were like submerged with military here, because it was this D-Day celebration, and so all the military that are tourists. For me, it's not the form of tourism I like the most. I prefer tourism that comes to a place for the arts but here most tourists that comes are British people that come to see the cemeteries. For we do not want to forget the war, so we don't repeat the same mistake. Never again. We want to free ourselves from all forms of tyranny. Right now, the new tyrannies are we need to. There is this new ground where there is this battle, this war is the electronic, the internet, and so it is all, but we're going to be able to domesticate, to create laws and regulation on this cyberspace that will be able to, so everybody will be able to operate off the grid and will be able to return to its own privacy and not be treated as a product by all those companies. For even now, there is in Caen, I see there is military guards with machine guns that are in the streets all the time. I feel like we're in 1984. They say it's for your security, but I don't feel secure seeing the little kids that are 20 years old walking around with machine guns. Even those soldiers are very disciplined. They're very noble. It's very courageous, and so I have respect and honor. For we do need a strong military. It's always good to be able to protect ourselves. In terms of the divine law, it's like if we are attacked, there is the law of grace will protect us to defend ourselves. But to go aggressing other people for resources is no longer, will become more and more clear that most of the wars that are being fought today are corporate wars. They're for corporate profits. So I'm just here because I've been asked to share some ideas that went through my mind. I'm not trying to I'm just expressing those thoughts. For the cards for today is accomplishment. We are able to accomplish. We are ready to accomplish those things. We've been prepared. We've been ready. We've been made ready to accomplish those things that we've been working towards. And so, also wanted to say that it wasn't really fair. I felt like, of course, that Russia and China were not invited in those D-Day celebration for the maybe this war with the Nazis were the most criminal war that ever been. It's like there were 38 million people that died in the world, but on top of that, there were 27 million Russian and 20 million Chinese. So the Russian and the Chinese suffered more loss in human life than all the world together with this and the Russian liberated the Eastern Front, and so and they were not even invited to this. So they get together and says, well, we're here, and I do feel that they are forced to come together, and I think once they will eventually they will include this India in the. And that India, China, and Russia will become the center of future commerce, the center of the world, because Russia's got all the resources, India will be able to provide all the infrastructure, the electronics, and all those things, and China has all the greatest mass population, so this will become eventually the center of the world. That being said, Europe and America will continue to prosper and grow, but there is need there is all kinds of awakening that will be happening, and for now our responsibility is to become lucid and serene, to take care of our own life, to know that the plan, everything is happening, the shift, all that needs to happen will happen in time, is happening in time. And so the ecological transformation, everything is coming to the surface, and we'll find the solutions are on the way. So there's really no need for any concern except your own well-being, your own empowerment, your serenity, your lucidity, your creativity. And I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to finish with this song. It's a song about it's a song of gratitude to the American for this. It's a French song about this coming to liberate France. But although the English were very, very potent and powerful in this D-Day, in this Normandy, like I said, it wasn't just this, and it happened on many fronts, because at the time the Germans were like attacking the whole world, so the whole world came to put an end to it. And Spirit revealed that if the Nazi would have won the war, humanity would have self-destructed before the millennium. It was completely impossible for humanity to continue with such a low vibration energy. So all works out, but and we'll come to realize many other things about those things. And so, but I will not talk about those things again. I just thought it was because we were so overwhelmed here with all this military energy that was everywhere. So it goes like this. Si les ricains n'étaient pas là, vous seriez tous en Germanie, à parler de je ne sais quoi, à saluer je ne sais qui. Bien sûr les années ont passé, les fusils ont changé de main. Est-ce une raison pour oublier qu'un jour on en a eu besoin? Un gars venu de Géorgie qui se foutait pas mal de toi est venu mourir en Normandie un matin où tu n'y étais pas. Bien sûr, les années ont passé, on est devenus des copains, à l'amicale du fusillé, on dit qu'ils sont tombés pour rien. Si les ricains n'étaient pas là, vous seriez tous en Germanie, à parler de je ne sais quoi, à saluer je ne sais qui. Well, thank you very much for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. For our return to speak, continue this discussion about spirituality, but I thought because this, for it is important to celebrate the memory and to honor those who have had the courage to fight for freedom. But now we move into a time where there are other ways. We are mature, we have grown, we have evolved, and there are always diplomatic solutions to solve the problems. And the idea is to my ideas would be to divert some of those defense budget to move into education, into housing, into clothing, housing, feeding. The people, so we can eliminate poverty. When there is no more poverty, people are there is less desire to rebel against the system when their needs are being fulfilled. The problem is that a lot of people, places in the world, the needs of the people are not being fulfilled, and so they're looking for alternative ways, and so they're not. So let us pray for peace, let us envision this peace, let us make this peace, envision the earth that will be light, that will be free, where all beings and all beings will eventually find recognize themselves as a divine soul, as a beloved child of God, and will be able to take care of each other, to become one nation and the God. I thank you very much. Namaste.